It is a lovely, warm morning here. We woke up, I think the low last night was about 66, so we woke up to this deliciously warm morning. And it's evident in the insects. Immediately they were active. The baby wrens on the porch have clearly been up for a while, begging their parents for food. And the cup plants are still in magnificent bloom. We are starting to see more tiger swallowtails now. This is the view of our green barn. So this is north of the house, north of the area I showed in the last video. So I thought we'd take a peek at a couple of these areas today to wrap up our summer wildflower tour. I could go on and on and on, but you never know what else might pop up that we also want to share. Here's the entrance to the old garden area when we had a vegetable garden that was 60 by 80. We grew a lot of food, but it was just overwhelming after a certain period of time given all the other things that we're doing. So it's also one of the lowest parts of this property, and it grows incredible plants. It's so beautiful, and it's filling in wonderfully well. We have a lot of goldenrods that have yet to bloom in this area, but we have some other plants in here, like rattlesnake master. It's a neat flower, isn't it? And wild quinine. I think I've said it before, but Steve calls it the cauliflower plant because of its rigidity. We have some blazing star in here. Ooh, look at that. That's a taconid fly. They are really beautiful flies. I know they do some horrific stuff to caterpillars, but everybody eats and everybody does it in different ways. We're working on the diversity in this area, and it is working well. Steve's just tossing seeds into these areas from different plants, and they're taking hold. Those are the cicadas, swamp cicadas, or could be called morning cicadas because they sing in the morning here. The other day I was out here and I was looking around as usual, because how can you live here and not look around? That's what we say all the time. How do we get to live here? This is incredible. And then we remember what it was, and we're like, oh yeah, we just decided to share space. Really. And plant some plants, and then let Mother Nature plant a lot of plants. And so I was looking around here, and I'm going to take you to the spot where I really noticed it. And we're going to go there next because it has to do with Country Living magazine. I can't even make it to where I wanted to take you, so we'll go there in a second. But look at these dogbane leaf beetles. Oh, they're gorgeous. They love dogbane, obviously. Very well named by some human. I wonder what they call themselves. Probably something very different. Okay, I made myself keep going. This is where I looked over and I thought, oh my goodness, we did it. We did it. So I used to look at Country Living magazine a lot, specifically the UK edition. The UK edition made me a lot more excited. There was a lot more color, a lot more wild gardens, and that's what I thought when I looked over here, was this looks like a picture that would come out of Country Living magazine UK edition. And we created that, Mother Nature created it, and all we had to do was decide that we wanted wild gardens and we wanted life all around, and we wanted to support the earth. And it happened, and it makes us so excited. I love looking over here and just looking at all the diversity of plants, hearing the diversity of insects and birds, and feeling really inspired by this landscape. Not to do anything in particular other than live. This view, look at it. So many flowers. I don't know, every day we wake up and we're still like, how is this even possible? I think the cicadas are like, yeah folks, this is awesome. I'm getting everything I need to survive here. Insect song is so brilliant. Oh, all the different ways they make their music. If you haven't looked into it, check it out because it's pretty freaking cool. This roadside prairie is just north of the green barn, and I'm doing it from our path side, even though the road is just on the other side and provides a really lovely way to look at all this. But you know how it is if you've watched our videos. There's a lot of traffic sometimes. The diversity out here is great. Plants have moved around quite a bit to where they're happy. We've not done any editing out here other than keeping the woodies out of this area because we want to keep it forbs, so flowers and grasses. We used to have a lot of echinacea out here in rows because we were trying something else, and they didn't want to be in rows, and I didn't like the way it was in rows, and they have just now moved all around to where they're happy, and that makes us really happy. That's part of keeping things easy and manageable, is making sure that the plants are where they want to be. I'm going to very slowly turn around. I thank you all for continuing with me. I have definitely had some video challenges. I am pushing the limits of what I know about videos. I'm sort of hyper in the way that I move generally, and then learning about codec and exporting to various places and not losing video quality has really challenged us. Steve's involved. We're working on it. I know I might need a couple other things to help me produce videos that you all actually want to watch that don't make you dizzy. But see, I start to move so fast. I don't know. So there we have it. The old field has a lot of really beautiful plants happening right now too, but I think we'll go out there in the autumn. How's that sound? I hope that summer is surrounding you in warmth and diverse life, and we'll check back in next week.